Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Today, we are going to be flying the Black Square King Air 350 Analogue. We'll be flying it out of Miami down to the Keys. I recently just learned a lot about this aircraft, so I'm going to attempt to do everything as correctly as possible. Forgive me if there is any inconsistencies with this video. However, we are on the ground in Miami, and we will be departing 26 right, but before we do that, we have to have a cold and dark startup with this aircraft that we're gonna I wrote a huge list the last couple of days. I've been studying this aircraft and trying to figure out how to fly it correctly like a professional. I am not a professional, I'm just an aviation enthusiast, and today we're going to attempt to do this flight like a professional if we can. So let me know how I do in the comments, and I will appreciate that. So this is the King Air. On the outside, it's a default as the King Air comes inside the flight sim. On the inside, it's a whole different story. This is supposedly as close to the real thing as you can get. Now, on first look, when we first come in here, I don't know what procedures the cold and dark startup is. However, we're just going to go through the checklist that I have, get this plane started and ready for departure. The flight plan should automatically be put into the GPS. I'm hoping I don't have to manually type that in today, because I really don't know how to use the 550 all too well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the startup of this aircraft. Again, this is the Analogue by Black Square. A beautiful aircraft recommended by VR Sim Pilot. Go check out his channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. This aircraft is super cool. I really enjoy flying this. I flew it off stream to practice and try to get everything familiar. All right, first things first, let's go ahead and turn batteries on. We check for the parking brake. I'm just going to go down the list that I have here. It's a couple of pages. All right, bus tie set to norm, right? So let's go check that out. We'll set that to TC. So inverters are off, right? Inverters are here and they're both off. Avionics is off. Okay, auto feather should be here and it's off. Engine yeah, that engine this thing here is off. Okay. Forgot the name of that. Okay. Beacon can come on. So beacon's over here. Beacon's on. Now we are going to do okay, so beacon on. Let's check. This is your transponder. We set to off for now. Fuel check, weight and balance. So we are not going too far, but I will go ahead and add a little bit of fuel just to keep everything in order. We'll put it up to about 8. Should be plenty. We don't need too much. Yeah, 64% on fuel. Check. Weight and balance. Check. AFT off, which I believe that is over here. Okay. Cabin signs are coming on. Okay. And let's see, voltmeter check for CT. Okay, so that I did that, but we put that on there. Now it says flight to idle. Okay, so we check all the props. Okay, so we're gonna have to move this up to idle. Props are feathered all the way back, and engine cutoff is all the way back. Check. All right. Oxygen handle A. This is the pack, so we'll put that. And now there's a one on the other side here, which let me show you guys. Well, I don't know why it's not letting me go to the other side of the aircraft right now, but I think I got stuck there. Okay. On this side, but we need to keep that in and down right now. Got master caution. We'll turn that off. It's probably because I'm draining the battery out right now by talking. All right, so that's done. Pitch trim, just check that. Check. Okay, and check. Everything's 0 0. Okay. Rudder boost is coming on. Okay. And electric trim on. Okay. And now it says rudder boost, cabin, altitude, check alert. Okay, so we're only going to be going up to 11,000 feet today, so we're just going to set this to 0. I believe that should be fine for cabin altitude. For now, I'm going to just try to set that to the wheel says 0. And if we need to adjust, we will, but we're only doing 11,000 feet for our flight today. All right. Cabin pressure dump. We don't need that. We don't have to touch that. Okay. Vent blower to auto. Okay, so let's check for a vent blower, which let me just check. Where's vent blower? I think it's on this side here. Vent blower. Oh, here it is, vent blower. So we'll set that to auto. And next is bleed air valve open left and right. So the bleed airs are here. We just open them for now. And cabin temp mode select off. Okay, so cabin temp mode select is off. Checked. Clear for start. Alright, so we're clear for start. So now what we'll do is just check doors and windows are closed. And we'll just yell out clear prop like we do. Alright, and now we should be good. Auto ignition for the left engine will start first. So auto ignition on, left step on, and we'll take a look at this coming up here. And when it gets to about 18%, which it is right now, we'll go ahead and introduce fuel to it. And we should get an ITT spike, which we are getting. It's going to come up and drop back down. And we'll let that settle out. You should see the engine spooling up here. Looking good. Everything's looking pretty good. Waiting for about 18%. We'll wait for it to climb up and do its thing. There it goes. Very nicely animated. Very, very good. It's looking good. Everything's looking pretty good so far. Now we're not going to use ground power, so we're going to start the right engine with the left engine today. So what we'll do is we're going to wait for that to settle out, and then we will put the condition lever to high idle for startup. So now that the this engine seems to be stabilizing very well, we'll go ahead and turn off the ignitions, turn off the starter, and then we'll set the left generator up and click it once for a reset. We have to make sure that we reset this, and then we'll just jump up here, check the left gen, and I'm just going to make sure, okay, we check the left gen is checked. And now what we'll do is turn to the next page and begin the secondary process of starting up the right engine here, or for this point of video N2. Before we do that, we will let's see, check off, pulled out. Okay, so gen we checked. Left engine condition lever will go to full idle now. So you see the condition lever we put all the way up, which will use that power from the left engine there to start the right. So now that we have that left, we'll go ahead and kick over the right engine here. We'll put auto ignition on, right starter on, and we'll watch for 18%, and then we'll introduce fuel, which should be coming up here. A little bit of outside animation of the engine start. Alright. It looks like it's good, so condition lever all the way up. Alright, ITT should be jumping all the way up there. You see it jumped past the red. I don't know if that's normal, and then it drops back down. Animation's very nice here too. You gotta appreciate the animation of the engine startup, right? That's super cool. Alright, now that that is done and checked, We'll let that settle out for a minute here. Now I want to have about 1,000 on the RPM, so we'll drop the engines back a little bit here. They're a little bit high idle. Okay, about 1,000. Alright, there we go. Now what we'll do is turn off the starter and turn off the auto ignition, and we will go ahead and put the right generator on and reset, and then we'll also reset the left as it states to do, and then we'll bring back the left condition lever back to low idle here. Alright, so we reset the gen, auto ignition's off, starter's off, gen is checked for right. Okay, right gen is checked. Flight idle, props. Now we'll go ahead and push props full feather all the way up. Okay, and now we'll do I guess inverters left and right are on. Okay, and avionics master can come on.
Miami clearance delivery.
All right.
Liberty 757
Taxi
INR
lights,
to Key West, ready
which
to
is
copy.
here, can
Liberty
go on.
757 is cleared to Key West Airport.
Nav lights can go
Take off
on,
runway
which is
26
right
climb
here.
and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119.45 squawk 4261.
Reload lights can come
Liberty
on.
757
Tail
cleared to Key
lights,
West Airport is filed.
floodlights can come on.
Take off runway 26 right climb
Prop
and maintain 6,000 feet.
Which
Departure
is
on
here,
119.45
can come
squawk
on.
4261.
Fuel vents
Liberty
are
757 read back correct.
right and
Contact
left.
ground on
Fuel vent.
121.8. Good day.
Fuel heat down here can come on. Oops, right and left. Prop heat, stall warning heat, these three can come on. Alright, now that that's done, we will go up top here and put the master panel lights on. Voltmeter we'll put back to TPL feed. And what else we got here? That is checked. Instrument emergency lights on. Now, flight plan in the radio. Okay, we can check our altimeter as well. Put the flight plan. Hopefully the flight plan's already in there. We'll go ahead and check the altimeter. Now we are offline doing this flight, so it's going to sound a little bit weird, as you can hear in that. We can go ahead and set up the altitude for 11,000 for our climb out. Hit altitude alert here. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything yet. Okay, now set up the heading. Okay, so we can set up the heading of the runway that we'll be taking off from, which I believe is in Miami here. We'll be taking off 26 right, so 26 degrees to, I believe that's how it works. Let me see. 260, right? I don't know if I'm correct with that. Let me know in the comments. That is something I got to get more familiar with. Nav is set here to on, and here to on. Flight plan. Oh no, there's no flight plan. Oh boy. Okay, so we don't have a flight plan. I do have one written down for this departure, so maybe we'll have to put that in here. Let's see if I can do that without screwing this up too badly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a week. Okay, here we go. Okay, so hopefully I can do this, guys. Let's set this up. This might be a little bit of a long video just because of what we need to do here. I apologize. I didn't realize that you have to put in the flight plan yourself, or I would have, you know, skipped the flight plan and just flew on a heading. However, We'll put it in just for the sake of the video here. You can skip ahead if you do not want to see this part. It's up to you. But, yeah. Okay, that, and then it says to press enter. Okay, and that is I guess, yeah, standard US, I guess, yeah. Okay, that's in. The next one is going to be M. Wait, let me see. It will show here as well, I believe, hopefully. Oh no, it doesn't show that. Weird. It shows it now, which is kind of strange. Okay, whatever. M. We'll just put it in. We'll be fine. Alright, we'll put in M. A. Y. N. R. Oh yeah, it's right there. Now we're getting somewhere. And then the next one will be T. R. O. W. Y, right? No, N, sorry. Alright, enter. Next one is going to be, okay, G. U. E. L. All right. G-U-E-L. It's not showing up with that waypoint. Huh. That's interesting. Let's see if it does in here. Not showing up with that. That is kind of strange, but we'll leave it out then. All right, and we'll skip over to the next one, which is going to be J, A, N, I, J-A-N, I think it says J-A-N-A-D. That might be it. Let's just, oh, wait a second. Maybe not. Oh boy. Alright. Okay. So that one doesn't show either, so we'll put the next one, which I have here, which is going to be... Hopefully these are in here. I don't know why it's not in there, but... P... I... I'm getting a lesson how to learn this thing today. It seems like I'm doing alright so far. Thank God. I. N. Oh. Alright, that's good. We got that in. We're getting there. Now, next one, we're almost done. Cool. Next one is K. E. Y. Good thing we brought a little bit extra fuel, right? W. K-E-Y W. There it is. All right, and RNAV approach here. So approach, select approach. It will be 24. All right, and it's gonna be I guess that's it. Vectors, yeah. Load. Alright, I think that's for missed approach, right? Let's make sure. Why is there incontinuity here? Okay, so this we gotta get rid of. Alright, we'll leave it like that for now until we get close, and then we'll select arrival on 28. Alright, that's good. For now, we'll leave it like that. Okay. Here. Alright, there it is. That's good, yeah? That's our flight plan. Where the heck is it? Okay, there it is, okay. Alright, so we should be good now and ready for taxi. Now that we have that set, okay, altimeter set, right? Okay. We got our flight plan in. We're good for taxi, so voltmeter check, lights and altimeter, let's see. Oh, okay, so taxi lights, floodlights, prop heat is on. Okay, let me just see where we left off here. What our flight plan, so make sure I did everything. This is all done. Nice heat, done. Now flight plan, headset, nav, alert, check left and right. Altimeter check left and right. Okay, we did that. Weather, radar, which is here, can set to on for now. Okay, navigation is on GPS, and GPS mode is on and check. Alright, one more time we'll cycle the flaps for a check here. So, flaps 1, check, flaps full, check, back up, flaps all the way up. Okay, check, and now we will do a flight control check, left and right, full right rudder, full left rudder, all the way down, all the way up, all the way right, all the way left. Alright, everything's working. Good, good, good. Next, we will do autopilot, make sure that is checked and off. Yaw damper is also off for now. Bleed air valves, which are here, can both come to open. And vent blower to auto. So let's make sure the vent blower. Where's the vent blower? Where's the vent blower? Make sure that is to auto. Right? Vent blower is to auto. Cabin temperature is set. Vent blower is down in the auto position. Check. Taxi lights are out. Okay, so now we can taxi out to runway before engine check is next. Alright. Now we're not going to do a run up, so we are good to go for our taxi. Flight plan is in. Take off the brakes here. Alright, brakes are off, and we're going to spin the plane around. I don't think we have any pushback, so let's go ahead and get our clearance for taxi.
Miami ground Liberty 757 with Sierra ready to taxi IFR.
Liberty 757 taxi to
Sorry for the voice.
runway 26 right via taxiway 52 Lima 11 Lima Lima 10. Contact tower on 118.3 when
All right,
ready.
so far so
Miami
good,
ground
ladies and
Liberty
gentlemen. We are doing
757
pretty good
with
here.
Sierra ready to taxi IFR.
I hope you guys are enjoying this video.
757 taxi to and hold
There's
short
gonna be a
of
lot of
runway
work to do this,
26
to be
right
honest with
using
you.
taxiway 52 Lima 11 Lima Lima 10. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready.
118.3.
Taxiing hold short runway 26 right via taxiway 52 Lima 11 Lima Lima 10 Liberty 757.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the King Air non-stop to the Keys. We're leaving Miami International Airport now. Before takeoff check, we're gonna put the flaps to approach, which is one notch down here. We'll do that when we get out to the end of the runway. We do have auto alert on. Altimeters are both checked right and left, and we should be fairly close to the end of the runway. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is the King Air by Black Square. I absolutely love it. It's default on the outside, but on the inside it's a whole different level of machinery, so I love it. Super cool that you can do like more of a realistic flight with this. So we're going to attempt to do the best to my knowledge and ability. Like I said, I'm not a real world pilot, just an aviation enthusiast here. So this should be the runway we're taking off from, which I believe is 26 right out of Miami International Airport. This is not a payware. This is just the one that's free loaded right now with the Microsoft Flight Simulator. But yeah, we'll have to pick up more airports. We don't have too many airports. We do have a lot of planes.
Miami Tower,
all right.
Liberty 757 at runway 26 right,
Runway
ready for departure
26
IFR
right.
to Key West.
So we'll go ahead and put crap float.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 26 right.
All right, we're clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff,
So,
runway 26 right, Liberty 757.
Flaps are set for approach. Now we can go ahead and arm the auto feather. And let's see. Flaps, auto feather, arm. You can put the let's see, left and right. Okay, so we're checking the panel here, making sure there's nothing illuminated, which it's looking pretty good right now. And engine instrument left and right armed, so that should be this here. Auto ignition armed. All right. Let me just make sure that is correct. Okay, so before engine, let me just put the brake on here, and we'll do a quick check before takeoff. Make sure that I am not missing anything. So we did flaps for approach, right? Auto feather is armed. Altimeters are set and checked. The cost panel is checked. And then it says engine auto, left and right. So that's this. Okay, so not this, this. Okay, that comes on. All right, so landing lights are on, taxi light is off. These lights can come off, and strobes can come on. Tail flood is off, and transponder is set to out. Okay, that's already on. Condition levers, high idle. All right, and now we're gonna hold the brakes, and we should be good for power up. So we'll go ahead and take off power. Yeah. Set, brakes off, and want to keep the torque good. We'll check 60. All right, about 110. We'll rotate. We'll start our rotation back now. Okay, that's a positive rate. Gear coming up. Alright, 300 feet. Flaps fully up. Continuing on course. Climbing up to 3,000 for initial climb out. I'm gonna hand fly it for now. Let's go ahead and keep the climb on torque. So we'll pull back throttle here to about 80% and 1600 for the RPM. Climb check. Gear up. Okay. Flaps up. Check. And landing lights are still on. Yaw damper. Okay, so now the yaw damper down here can come on. So there it is. Yaw damper is on and checked. Condition levers go to low idle now. Okay, check. Condition levers, okay, vent blower to auto. I believe they are already on. Auto. Oh. Vent blower. Okay, vent blower is still on auto. Just check. Props are fully feathered on. Prop center. Okay, so now we will put this prop sync on. That's 3,000 feet. Check. Engine auto. ignition is off, so that should be inverters, I believe, right? Let me just double check. Engine, auto. Oh yeah, they're off. Okay, check. Anti-ice left and right is on right now, but we can go ahead and turn off. Windshield heat the ice can go on. Oh no, what? Yeah, that's good. To normal and on. Okay, cabin differentiation pressure is set. We checked that. Okay, looks good. Engine torque is good. We are going to start making our turn. We're climbing up here, pretty good rate. We're going to start heading onto our nav course. All right, we're looking good here. Just turning onto course, and I'm going to set autopilot. Okay, climb, maintain 11,000 feet.
11,000 feet, Liberty
So we have auto. We have the autopilot, which is going to be engaged here, and we're going to climb. We're going to hit nav. Engage the nav. We'll go VS climb. Okay, 1,000 feet per minute right now, or 6,000 feet. And check the altimeter twice again. Good. Climb check. Next climb check is 10,000 feet. So we are good up till 10,000 right now. And let's see if we pick up this navigational course here. Looks like we are en route to pick it up. And we are headed to the Keys, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard. Thank you guys for flying with me today. This is the Aviation Enthusiast channel. If you're interested in aviation or want to learn about how to fly, let me know. Well, consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know. I am not a pilot, so you probably will learn much more from other people. But I'll link some of my favorite YouTubers in the description below, as well as VR pilot, sim pilot. He is the one who kind of got me hooked on this aircraft, and I love it. There is uh-oh, we have a master caution warning on here. I'm not 100% sure why. Bleed foul. Uh-oh. Failure. Bleed foul? Is it? Alright, I don't know what's going on with that failure. Let me double check here. I'm not advanced enough to deal with failures. It looks like everything's fine though, so it's got to be something that I did. Let's go ahead and bring back the torque over there. Alright, in the meantime, we will look for why that is failing us. Bleed air fail. That's good. We have bleed air failure, so the vents are open though. Bleed air. I'm not sure what's going on with our bleed air here. Let's see. Vent blower auto. Okay, so vent blowers goes to auto. Feather prop is on, which is on. Standard sync is on. Ignition is off. Anti-ice is off. Windshield.
Liberty 757, contact Miami Center on 123.775.
Cabin differential.
Good day.
Sure.
123.775 Liberty 757. Miami Center Liberty 757 is at 9,500 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
Liberty 757, Miami Center altimeter 29.902, continue as planned.
Alright, I'm not sure what's going on with that, but, alright. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. We have, bleed air fail. If anybody knows, why that would happen, please let me know. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Alright, we're up to 11,000 feet, so we'll do our next check. Altitude alert is letting us know landing gear. Landing lights, which are down here, can come off now. And seatbelt signs, also you can move around the cabin as needed, is off. Alright. Alright, so let's just check everything here, make sure everything is listed correctly. Power, take off, check, set, 3,000 feet, climb, up to 88 torque, climb, check, gear up, flaps up, yaw dampers on, condition levers to low, vent blower auto, feather is on, got it, prop sync is on, engine is off, engine anti-ice is off, windshield wipers is to normal. Is that to normal? Oh yeah, they can come up, okay. Cabin pressure differential pressure check, okay. 10,000 feet, auto is needed, seatbelt signs, lights off. Okay, that's it. That's it until descend for now. So, we're good. We're tracking on course right now, so we are on our navigational course and everything is good, except for the warning sign for the bleed air. I don't, left bleed fail. Okay, so the left side, oops, sorry, left side here is bleeding. Bleed air valve is failing here on the left. So we had a failure with the bleed air. I don't know if that's going to affect us. Reset all failures. Let's see if that helps us. Okay, that went away. Alright, so that's good. Alright, I just reset the failures because I'm not advanced enough to understand what to do in that situation. And this plane is real world, so it will fail you randomly as you wear and tear the engines. Alright, let's just do, let's check our speed here is about 230. Our torque, our ITT is about 7. Our torque is a little above 80, which is okay. We'll just bring it back slightly here. We want to keep about 80. 60% on prop RPM, which is fine. We're good there. And everything else is looking good. Let's check fuel. Weight and balance is good. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are continuing on our course here. I hope you guys are having a good day as we fly along in the beautiful King Air by Black Square. I love this. This is kind of cool to do like a somewhat professional, I would guess you could call this. It is a pretty long video, but at least I'm trying to fulfill it with educational information on the King Air. I guess that will help, you know, for people learning how to fly this aircraft. You can use this. I got it from an actual pilot that does sim. So that's what I spent yesterday, 3 or 4 hours studying, writing down, trying to do attempt flights with this, trying over and over and over to do it correctly, writing more notations down to make sure that I don't screw up this video too bad today. And so far so good. We're good up until descent. I do have a checklist for descent. The shutdown, not really going to do it according to a shutdown procedure. I'll use that off the checklist. This does have a pretty extensive checklist here. If you need it, you know, it comes with the aircraft here, and I believe there's a manual that comes with the aircraft as well. So these are like, you know, you can go off of this if you want to. The one that I'm doing is direct from a pilot that made a video on this, and it helped me. So I used that. I could leave a link of the YouTuber that I watched for this video that I'm making today. And this is the, I think there's a shutdown here. See, this says approach. There's 7 checklists for approach. External lights as required. Prop de-icer, cabin differential pressure check, and fuel weight and balance check. Lights, flaps, I mean. No smoke sign back on, and MDA. I don't know what that is, MDA. Oh, okay, set and checked. Okay, so that's what that is, okay. That is something that I did hear the YouTuber talk about. I did not know what that was. That's probably the, yeah, I don't know what that is, but we'll have to figure that out sooner than later. But, okay, so that's cool. And then, what else? Let's see here. I don't know if there's a shutdown procedure here or not for the checklist. Let's check here. Oh, shutdown. Okay, so here's a shutdown. So we'll use this for our shutdown today. Sure, I'll do it incorrectly, but this is what we'll use for the shutdown. I did not write any shutdown list for this video. I only wrote startup, takeoff, taxi, climb, cruise, descend. The shutdown process is going to be a little bit rudimentary, as I have no idea what I'm doing. But just give you a heads up, so if you want to do a professional shutdown, you could probably look at other videos for that besides this, because I have no idea how to do that. But we are on track. Everything's good and tracking in the green. We are still doing about 230 knots, which is great. Everything's looking pretty good, and we're right on course. It's really, really tracking well with that GPS, which is you have to hit this GPS mode, and then also make sure it says GPS mode here, and then you can come down here. This is your autopilot section of the aircraft, which you could put for nav, which should put you on course. So right now we have yaw damper on, altitude hold 11,000 feet. And nav course is on, and AP stands for autopilot, that is on. So this is your autopilot, and it is on, as you can see with the green lights there. Everything else is good and checked, and we are doing pretty good here with the flight so far. We should be there in no time. It says that it is a little bit of a longer flight. Let's see, our flight plan for today, down to the Keys, a beautiful place that, I mean, hey, it might be worth it just to see the views on views, you know. It is 45-minute flight time, 141 nautical miles en route today. So we're good so far, so good. We should be turning right shortly here. I'm surprised I even got this GPS to work correctly. I've never did a flight plan with this, and didn't really know how to use it too good. I'm gonna have to watch a video or two to brush up on using this, because it's kind of important. This is in a lot of aircrafts nowadays, and I really don't understand it too well, just enough to get us to where we need to be. You know, I believe you have to import like waypoints, vectors, and all that stuff, and make sure they're on track of what you're putting in. With this, I didn't do that. I just put whatever it allowed to take in, which that's why I had to skip a couple of those waypoints. Most likely is because they're probably vectors or something different that I don't know how to put in. So I just used whatever it allowed me to and moved on. Also, sometimes the Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't recognize certain waypoints. So even if you have them written down, you put them into the aircraft difference with the Microsoft Flight Simulator. So if you're ever using any of these aircrafts and you put in a waypoint and it says the waypoint is not found, that sorry, that is because I'll let them finish. Sorry about that.
Miami Center, Liberty 757, 11,000 feet.
Liberty 757, Miami Center, altimeter 29.902, continue to drown as planned.
All right, 29.902, continuing as planned. All right, so the reason why is because the aircraft on different aircrafts doesn't correlate with Microsoft Flight Simulator. So if you have the King Air, the Airbus, the Boeing 737, the Mad Dog, whatever aircraft you use has their own information in their FMC or their flight plan or navigational, whatever they're using. Like this is your navigational. If you're flying a bigger plane, sometimes they have the FMCs or the what is it? Computer. Basically the flight management system. And sometimes they don't have the same waypoints in the flight management system as they do in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So you'll have discrepancies with different aircrafts. So what you do in that situation is you just skip the waypoint and go to the next one. That's what I do. As long as it's tracking similar to what it's doing. Now, I don't do it from VATSIM. You could probably do it from VATSIM. They'll give you more correct information of flight plans, which I need to watch another educational video on VATSIM and learn that, which I plan on doing. Is it VATSIM or what am I saying? Let me just make sure. No, SimBrief. I'm sorry. VATSIM is a whole different thing. SimBrief. SimBrief will allow you to get real charts and upload them into aircraft. Some aircrafts can accept them and some, I don't know if they will or not. I don't know if that goes off of Microsoft Flight Simulator or the aircraft itself. Now, I heard really good things about it. You can get like realistic charts. We did not turn on course. I don't know what just happened there, but we missed our turn. So I will initiate my own turn here to get back on the navigational course. For some reason, we have missed our nav course there. That's weird. So we will turn back on to our course. But yeah, so I want to try to learn that because that will help to load correct information into these systems here. We missed the waypoint, so I'm just gonna check and see what's going on here. Flight plan. Alright, I don't know why I did that. The next one is PEP, so we'll go ahead and enter that ourselves. So we can go flight plan. We're going to this one next, so what we'll do is
Liberty 757, you are 59er miles east. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway 27 approach via Gusile transition.
clear.
Clear to Gusile.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway 27 approach via Gusile transition. Clear to Gusile, Liberty 757.
Alright, now should be tracking for that. I'm I'm trying to get us back on course here.
Liberty 757, descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Liberty 757.
Liberty 757, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000
Alright.
feet. Liberty 757.
So we should be tracking on course here. We came off of navigational. We'll go ahead and turn slightly back on course, and they want us to descend down to 3,000 feet, so we'll go ahead and put altitude down to 5,000 for now. Vertical back on and down about 1,500 feet. We'll come back on the torque to 45% here. Okay, there you go. All right, so let's see. Landing lights can come on. 45% on the torque. Descend 1,500 feet per minute here. So we'll go ahead and see if we can keep that vertical speed to 1,500 feet per minute. Auto feather is on and checked. Auto feather is on and checked.
Liberty 757, please expedite your descent.
Gear
3,000
is
feet.
up, and fuel balance is check. Okay, we are good for that. Okay, altitude check, 10,000 feet descending, expediting, coming down about 1,500 feet per minute now. All right, cabin pressure check, should be coming down now. All right, and all right, yeah, we're good. Let me check the speed here, about 110. Brakes off. Okay, brake is off. Auto feather is on. Anti-ice. Alright, these come back on again. So anti-ice left and right come back on. Vent blower to low. And alright, so gear's going to come down at 170 knots, flaps 160 for 1, and flaps 140 for 2. Alright, so we are good, and we're descending on course. We are not on navigational system yet. I am going to attempt to re-engage it in a minute here. GPS mode. I'm going to attempt to put the navigational system on again here. Doesn't seem like it wants to reactivate. It looks like it's tracking correctly again though, which is weird. Let's see, is nav on? No, it's still on heading mode. Alright, let's take heading mode off. Nav mode. I don't know why it switched. Alright, I don't know. Yeah, I think it should be tracking. Let's see if it picks up. Oops. Flight plan. Runway 27 is going to be our landing. So we should be good to go here. We can go ahead and dial it down to 3,000 feet. Altimeter is checked. .3,000 feet. Auto alert is still on. Alright, we're good. We are good. And when I say we're good, I have no idea. Alright, maybe we'll pick up that navigational course. 6,400 feet. 45% on the torque. Keep an eye on that. 1,600 on prop RPM is good. Landing lights are on. We'll go ahead and put recognition lights on. Tail strobe on. And Wing de-icer light. We don't really need a wing de-icer light right now, but whatever. So let's see. Prop fully forward. Okay. Condition levers can come up to full idle, but not yet. We're gonna wait on that for now. We're still descending, so we're all right. Pretty good. Everything's looking good.
757 contact Miami approach on 133.5.
Speed good and check. We are fast in the King pilot.
Going to 133.5
So,
Liberty 757.
want to make sure that we
Miami
keep an eye out for
Liberty
that.
757 is at 5,000 feet, descending 3,000 feet.
Liberty 757 Miami approach altimeter 29.902. Continue to go sealed as planned.
All right, this is the fun part, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to start our descent. We'll go ahead and click on. Fashion seatbelt signs are back on.
Descend and maintain 1,500 feet.
Descend,
Liberty
maintain
757.
1,500 feet. All right, 1,500 feet. We're going down to now. We are at 4,200 feet. Descending here. We could probably start reducing our descent right now to about 1,000 feet per minute, which is right here. I'm just edging that slightly forward to get us on course. So about 1,000 feet per minute for our descent is fine. 3,600 feet is coming up. Watching our airspeed is about 220, I believe. Yeah, about 223. All right, we're looking good so far here. Whoops, I hit the wrong button there. Just lining up with the course. Should be landing runway 27, right? So we're slightly to the left. I just gotta go a little bit over to the left side of it here. There's the heading there. Okay, now we're gonna come up. Altitude alert, so I'm just gonna bring up the altitude here. 29 miles out from the airport here. Cancel the alert for altitude. 2,300 feet. 23 miles out. We're still a little bit far and possibly a little bit low, so we'll go ahead and hold altitude for a minute here, and we'll put the prop power back in for the meantime. I'm just going to keep the speed up for the sake of the video, not to make it too long here. So far, so good. The King Air, ladies and gentlemen, we should be set up for our approach pretty good. Let's just double check that in here. So the plan is 170 gear down, 160 flaps 1, 140 flaps 2, landing speed 100 to 10 or lower. Slightly off course here. Making a course correction. Good. We're still doing good. Holding about 2,200 feet. Continuing on right now. Looking good. I'm going to hand fly it down to the runway once we get close here. 17 miles out. I'll take over about 8 miles out. Let's get back on course. We got a nav approach, but we're just going to hand fly it when we see the runway in sight. Let's check. I'm not sure why we got kicked off the navigational mode here, but as you can see, we're not too far away. Tracking pretty good here. There's a military airport to the right of us before our airport in the Keys. We're going all the way out to the West Keys. So we're just going to turn back on course here. Alright, we should be tracking good now. And we'll adjust as needed on the way in here. Alright, 13 miles out from the airport here. Okay.
Tower on 118.2 Liberty 757. Key West Tower Liberty 757 13 miles east inbound RNAV runway 27 approach.
Liberty 757 Key West Tower. Altimeter
Alright,
29er
there's our approach markings right there. So we're not going to need those really. We're going to be able to hand fly it in, but what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and pull the torque back again here to 45% or so, and then we will reactivate our vertical descend to 1,500 feet. Okay, props. We're going to put condition levers fully forward, and then we're going to put props fully forward, and we're just going to adjust speed as needed. Heading mode, we're just heading a little bit more towards the runway there. Okay, that should be good. And what we'll do is we'll take those off. We don't need the little babysitters. We can do this. I have faith. Alright, so let's take off autopilot. Heading mode's off. Vert climb's off. Brakes are off. Alright, so now we got to get our speed down here. I'm just going to take over and hand fly it in for the rest of the way. Let's get our speed down. Let's put 1 notch of flaps. Alright, nose is coming up. Just trimming out here. About to drop to 180. Okay. Good, good, good. That's looking good. Alright, a little bit less on the power here. Oh, alright, that's a stall warning. Alright, gear coming out. Alright, we're looking good. Gear is out. We're approaching 160 altitude alert. 900 feet. Cool. Canceling that. Alright, let's get on track here. Sorry, I was paying attention a little bit more to what was going on. I'm going to introduce a little bit more power here. We're dropping a little bit too much altitude. 500 feet. Flaps coming out. 140. Good. We're looking good. I just got to correct a little bit here. We're a little off the runway. Just putting a little bit more power in now. Looking good. Alright, gears down. Flaps are fully extended. We're 500 feet. Runway's in sight. Clear to land. About 140. We're going to go ahead and start pulling some power out now. Alright, props fully forward. Fuel's fully forward. Weight and balance. Flaps checked, gears down, landing lights are on, cabin. Everything's good, good, good. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how I do with the landing. Keep an eye on my airspeed here, bring it back to power. We are a little bit nose heavy. Pulling back. A little bit here. Alright. There we go, touching down. Alright. Full reverse. Alright, there we go. I think that was not too bad. Alright, flaps up. Gonna be exiting a runway, so strobes come off, landing lights come off, taxi lights go on. We're rolling out a little fast there. Let me slow us down. Sorry about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Keys.
Liberty 757, turn next taxiway.
That was a pleasure to fly. I really
Liberty
enjoyed that.
757, contact ground on 121.9er.
Alright, contacting ground 121.9er.
Liberty 757.
Taxi
Key
to
West
park.
ground Liberty 757, request taxi to parking.
See
Liberty
what they tell us to do
757,
here.
taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Charlie Alpha Alpha 9er.
Taxiing
Alright.
to general aviation parking via taxiway Charlie Alpha
Clear
Alpha
to the
9er,
right.
Liberty
Let's
757.
continue here, and then we'll taxi out. Thank you guys for flying with me today. That was awesome. I had fun in the King Air. What about you guys? You think? I think it's worth it. I mean, I bought this plane a while ago, but I didn't fly it too much because I have no idea what I was doing, and it's more realistic than any of the other planes that I have. So I wanted to make sure that I could do like a good video for you guys. So I just been studying this aircraft a lot, and I hope I did it the justice it deserves, because this is a proper aircraft. Very nice add-on to Microsoft Flight Simulator by Black Square. Really good developer. I believe they recently did another aircraft that comes with the simulator, and I'm looking forward to picking that up, which is the Baron, I believe. I forget the name of the aircraft, to be honest. I think it's the Baron, but alright, let's see here. This guy wants us to go a little bit left. I'm going a little bit fast here, so let's go ahead and follow in. Okay, a little bit to the right. Alright, we did it. Let's set the parking brake. Alright, now we'll go through the checklist for shutdown here. Shutdown. Okay, brake check. Brake is set. Auto feather is off. Lights off. Okay. Oxygen put back in. Panel light back to off. Avionics master can come off. What is that? Inverters can come off. Master cabin. Uh-oh, we didn't put that on. We should have had that on, I guess. Is off. Maybe that's why I had the engine or the bleed air fail. That as required, so that's already off. Cabin light to dim. Whoops, brake has to be set there. Alright, whoops, brake. Smoking sign and cabin seatbelt sign is off. This is back to low. Temperature mode is back to off. Back to off position. Auto blower is off, right? That's what that is, right? No, off. ITT stable. Power to idle, which we have. Engine levers cut off. Props feathered back. Whoa. Alright. Electrical systems off. Off. Everything is off. Off, off, off. 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 Parking brake is set. Emergency lights are off. That's it. That should wrap it up, really. Everything is good, and now we'll just turn off the battery. There we go. I think we did it. All right, generators are off. All right. Oops, sorry. Set that back there. Generator. All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are back to Cold and Dark. A beautiful, beautiful addition, this aircraft. I really, really enjoyed flying it today. The King Air. Let's try to get a thumbnail picture, right? Try to get this guy out of the way. Yeah, beautiful aircraft. Definitely fun to fly. Sorry, that's for the thumbnail. I know it's cringy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And if you did, consider subscribing to the channel. That is our outing today from Miami down to the Keys. I hope you enjoyed it. And welcome to the Keys. Enjoy having a swim or doing whatever you do down here in the Keys. Thank you again for flying with me. I hope you enjoyed it. And that's my review of the Black Square. Until next time, God bless you guys. Dustin Medica. Peace. Thanks for watching. Bye now.